To be a successful and competent vet needs knowledge exceedingly wide. For each of the patients is likely to get possess a different insight. He must know why the cat is refusing her milk, why the dog is not eating his bone, why the coat of the horse is not shining like silk, why the parrot does nothing but groan, why the ducks and the chickens are failing to lay, why so faint the canary bird sings, an incredible number of things. If the lion's got a cold, if the zebra's getting old, if the centipede has trouble with his feet, if the Arctic fox is suffering from heat, if the hippo's feeling ill, if the bison's got a chill, if some virulent disease has attacked the chimpanzees, if the tortoise hasn't stirred for several years, if the panther has a wife who chews his ears, if the bear full of guns, if the cobra eats her sons, if the giraffes have had a teeth and their necks are feeling stiff, if the hyenas will not laugh at keeper's jokes, if the monkey's pinched his tail, if the rhino's looking pale, if the elephant eats his papers bags, if the camel hurts its hump, if the kangaroo won't jump, if the crocodile turns cannibal and bites, they run away and get that Omniscient vet and accept him to put everything to rights. Profoundly I pity the vet who must learn such a very great tale. My son, I advise you most, you're living an easier way. Don't attempt to attend the zoological crowd. Don't attempt to attend the zoological crowd. A far more advisable plan. A far more advisable plan is to call yourself a doctor and so be allowed to treat the illnesses of man. To treat the illnesses of man. Thank you.